Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya Cortez, and this is where we do foundation reviews, hauls, makeup reviews, and everything in between. And today we are going to be talking about the new Gucci foundation and the new Gucci primer. And I'm going to give you my first impression and an honest opinion on what I think about the foundation and primer. So if you are interested in seeing that, then stay tuned. Roll the credits. Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya Cortez, and I am super duper excited to be giving my first impression on the new Gucci foundation and primer. It just came out and I'm so excited. I wanted to make sure I didn't watch any other reviews. I wanted to look at this foundation, see what it was like myself. So, and you guys know I'm a complexion junkie. That's what I do. So I'm going to give you some of the vitals, and then I'm going to show you the foundation. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the vitals of the primer. And the vitals are, it's translucent, it's suitable for all skin types, it has a luminous natural finish for an even tone and plumping effect. It states that its adjustable results can be worn alone to blur the effects of the pores, lines, and wrinkles, or used as a long-lasting base to comfortably keep foundation in place. It's made in Italy, and it is vegan. Also, it prefers that you do this with your fingers, but of course, I'm not going to do it with my fingers. But that was the primer. The primer is, again, $59. Okay, and so now for the foundation. The foundation states that it's a natural finish, is suitable for all skin types, lightweight and long wearing. It has a soft focus powder technology. It states that it creates a non-greasy blurring effect. It is also vegan, and it is dermatologically tested. Okay, so it came with these little bags inside. Two of these for each, the primer and the foundation, and each came in one of these little burlap sacks. And this is the natural finish fluid foundation, came in this box. And this is the silk priming serum, and it came in this box. So let's open it up here and see. So this is the primer. It is in a frosted glass bottle. This reminds you of the Fenty foundations, how they come. Has Gucci on the top there, and it has a pump. Really, really nice. We all like stuff with a pump. So that is the primer. Now let's get into this foundation, the best part. And I'm gonna tell you I cheated. I did look at it already. I couldn't wait. So this is the natural finish fluid foundation, and it also is the same, has a pump. I got the color 380N. So hopefully this works. So let me just tell you really quick before we get into it, their website is super hard to navigate to find your color. Like, it is so difficult. It doesn't give you the undertones. It's kind of like you got to look at pictures. It doesn't go in order of shade. You know, you have olive over here and golden over here and neutral over here, but it doesn't go in order. It was just a whole mess. Like, they really need to do something about that. The good thing is, for them to be just starting to get into complexion products, they have 40 shades, which is good, but we're gonna see. A lot of them on there were leaning, if they were warm, they were leaning really, really red, or if they were olive, they were leaning really, really green. So it was really hard. But a trick was, it is on the Sephora website. It's not out yet, but it is on the Sephora website, and it does give you the color. So if you use the shade finder, and put in the foundation that you normally use, it will give you the closest match. So when I went in and did that, it gave me this 380 in neutral. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because I don't wanna make this video too long. So we're gonna start with the primer. Okay, so the primer looks like this, very creamy, and it also is very fragrant, very fragrant. It literally smells like perfume. It's really faint, but you can smell it. So let's go ahead and put this on and see. Y'all know I gotta use about 2 pumps of this. You know I got a big face. So let me do another. And this feels so good going on. It literally feels like a serum. Oh, it literally feels like a moisturizer. This is really nice on the skin. I like this a lot. And then it says you can wear this alone just to blur your pores and everything. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have mature skin, I have texture, open pores, hyperpigmentation. So I have a lot to cover. So we're gonna see if this covers well. It says it has a natural finish, and usually with natural finishes, sometimes they don't really cover. So we're gonna see. So that's on. So now let's get to the good part, which is the complexion, which is the foundation. So it has, I'm going to use 2 pumps from the beginning because the 2 pumps are real short. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side, and we're going to hope with the color because, you know, it was very hard to navigate. I didn't try the color, I just kind of looked at it, but I will tell you this, that the frosted glass, you know, can be deceiving. So, you know, if you are going by that, don't kind of go by that because that can be really deceiving. So I'm going to put a thin layer on first, and we're going to see how this, oh man, this goes on super duper smooth. You hear me? This is, it's as thin and as smooth as the primer. And let's buff that in pretty good. What do you guys think about this shade for me? I should be a pro by now picking these shades online. What do y'all think? I've been picking foundation since the pandemic online. This is not bad. This color, what do you think? Wow, this is not bad at all. This is pretty. This foundation is really pretty. It's not sitting in my pores. Look at that. What do you think about the color? I'm not quite sure about the color. So I ended up using 3 pumps to do my whole face, and I still have a little bit on my hand, but this is the first layer. Guys, this is so pretty. This foundation is super pretty. It goes on very smooth. It really does, and your skin feels really good with that primer. And I think I like the color, actually. At first I thought it was leaning a little red, but then when I started putting it on, it seemed like it was leaning a little olive. But now that I'm blending it out, it looks really good. But you know what, you guys? The fragrance in this, if you're not a fragrance person, this is definitely not going to be for you. It literally smells like somebody sprayed my hand with perfume, and literally I can still smell it. This is super, the foundation is more fragrant than the primer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with, we're going to try to build this up to see how it builds up, you know, as I always do. So let's try to get it a little full for those who like it more full. You guys know I like more of a medium full, if that's a such thing. If you have oily skin, how is it going to work out for you? Because I have oily combination skin, and this is very hydrating. You can tell that this foundation is very hydrating. You know what it feels like? It almost feels like the Mare, or, but look, this is the second layer, and look at that. I don't feel like it blurred the pores. I don't feel like it blurred the pores. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some concealer and just see how that works out. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Born This Way Butterscotch concealer. There we go with some concealer. Now, I didn't set it yet, but I can tell that it's getting a little bit shiny. And well, you know, I can't even say that it's so much shiny that it is luminous. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and set it. The concealer. So this is what we're looking like right now. This is the blemishes. It covered pretty well. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna bronze this up some. And let's just kind of do the full face. I'm gonna be using the Gucci bronzer. And this is in the color 5. I am going to use for blush my Sephora Snapdragon blush that I use every day for the most part. So we're going to use the Gucci lipstick in the color Ruby Firelight, and we're going to line them with Cold Brew, and this is from NYX. And let's try this. Okay, so this is the look. I'm going to, before I spray it, I want to just, you know, talk about it for a quick second. So I think that if you have oily skin, you know, really oily skin, I think you're going to see oil break through really quickly. I love the way the finish is on the foundation. I love the way it looks. But to be honest, it's not my favorite. Now, it does look nice. It goes on really smooth. The primer really does make your skin feel smooth underneath of the foundation. But I think it's okay. I think it's just okay. Like, I do believe if you have mature skin, that this is going to be a wonderful foundation for you. It doesn't look like it'll settle in the fine lines and wrinkles. Of course, it looked, you know, my pores looked okay. It covered so-so. But of course, it looks like you can build it. It just looks like you may have to touch this up. So let me spray it. But I definitely don't hate it. I would definitely wear it again. I feel like I have other foundations that are just in this same realm. I think my concern is because of my texture. It didn't accent it, but I almost feel like, I don't know, maybe just because I like my texture to look a certain way. I know I have texture and it's there. There's nothing I can do about it. Thanks, Dad. It's nothing I can do about it. But, you know, sometimes there are certain foundations that cover it, you know, that smooth it out a little bit better. I don't know that the primer is smoothing the way that it states, but I feel like I can see my texture still really good. And I think that's just a part of having a skin-like foundation. That's just part of it. You know, the one thing that does bother me a lot about this foundation, and I'm not really big on fragrances, like I could care less whether it's a fragrance in it or not. Usually it kind of goes away. This fragrance is still very strong. Like I can smell it still. I do believe that this foundation comes out in January in Sephora. I got this from the Gucci website. Good luck trying to order it from their website. Like I said, reference Sephora when you're trying to get a shade. If you want to do that, that would be the best way, I think. But yeah, so this is it. This is the new Gucci foundation. So tell me what you guys actually think about the foundation on my skin. The color, does it look like it covered? Tell me what you guys think below, because I'm curious to know. I'm under all of these lights, but it's pretty, but it's not my favorite. I'm not like super hype about it. And you guys know when I like a good foundation, I like it, and you know, you can already tell. Okay, so I don't know if I told you how much the foundation was also, but the foundation is $68. Okay, so it's $68. So you're up there in price. It's just a matter of whether you want to try it or not. If you want to be safe, I would wait until it comes out in Sephora, so you have the option of taking it right back to the store. I hope you like it. Tell me what you think. Thanks so much for coming to my channel. Please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, and then come back and see more of my videos. Well, thank you so much, guys. You have a good night. Happy holidays. Bye.